Okay, this is going to be a response to the big fat agnostic dude's recent video from yesterday, Occupy Wall Street. What are you prepared to do? I did not have, check out his channel, subscribe to it. Smart guy, good guy, great videos. Check him out. Okay, I didn't have time to compose a script. I took a few notes, and I apologize for not being as eloquent as last time, and for any stutters and stammers, but here it goes. Okay. The politicians. First point I want to address in his video is the politicians and the economic elites being dismissive. Of course. One thing I don't understand is why anybody is surprised by this. We, as the working class, as the oppressed, as poor people, the mass of the Earth's population have so many times throughout history started and stopped in our struggles for greater and greater freedom and equality, that of course they feel like they can be dismissive. They have become very confident, very overconfident. I mean, that's not to say that deep within, I'd say probably all of them, somewhere, there lurks a certain degree of fear. I would find it nearly incomprehensible that there wasn't some fear there. But, the combination of their massive egos combined with the historical realities of start and stop in these movements, they can at least, outwardly put forth an aura of, oh, look at the rabble. Look at the rabble. Yeah, you know what? We are the rabble, but we're fucking roused. We're roused. Maybe more than we've ever been. It's a beautiful thing. So, I mean, of course we're being dismissive. I don't find that at all surprising. I don't find it disheartening. And I don't think anybody else should. I think we just need to take a closer look at history and understand that's the way it's always been. Deep inside they probably have their fears. I guarantee that. But of course, when they put on that front, they're trying to show each other like, hey, whatever, fuck them, they ain't shit. And that's I'm just not surprised. Okay, you also seem to imply that it cannot be done peacefully. And, you might be right about that. You might. But, peaceful change does happen. Perfect example, Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights Movement. And, or should I say the Civil Rights Movement and Martin Luther King, because he did not do it alone. He was just the right man with the right intellectual gifts and the right oratorical abilities to be raised up by the movement. Leaders don't make movements, movements make leaders. But I guess that's another topic. We'll just use Martin Luther King because he's the figurehead, the person that we've come to associate primarily with this. And he was an advocate for peace, and this movement that he was at the forefront of, it did create change. Now, the dream he spoke of, has it come to full fruition? Of course not. There is still a disturbing degree of economic inequality between the so-called races, and the other things such as the levels of incarceration, the disproportionality of those rates are deeply, deeply, deeply disturbing. Even when adjusted for the disproportionality in crime statistics, which relates back to the disproportionality in economic statistics. So, but it wasn't his peaceful means that spelled the shortcomings of the movement. It wasn't the fact that people tried to do it with love instead of, with a hug instead of a gun. That was not the problem with the movement. What happened is too many people became complacent. They said, well, we got some progress, and too many people said, well, I got my progress, you know, fuck those, they're, you know what I mean, obviously not consciously, but, you know, I got mine, so I'm just not going to struggle as hard because I got mine, and I'm going to forget about the ghetto. I'm going to forget about, you know, the people that have been left behind. We can't do that anymore. We are facing, looking at the point of no return. Might have already crossed it, but if not, we are coming damn close. And I mean, our extinction is an inevitability. It happens to all species eventually. But I at least want to postpone it. And doing it violently carries the potentiality of hastening this unfortunate inevitability. And it's got to be done humanely. We can do it through so many means that aren't violent. We can do it through just educating ourselves as to what corporations treat their workers like human beings and refusing to buy anything from them. Now, you know, I looked through my closet the other day after I made that video, and it forced me, you know, because I've always been intellectually aware of these things, but too often I personally did not always live up to the ideals that I believe in. I look through my closet and I see made in China, made in Thailand. It's depressing that I did not live up to that. But, you know, like I said, no more. I'm gonna do the research. I'm gonna meet up with people when I go downtown tomorrow to Occupy Buffalo. I'm going to talk to people, find those who know more about these things than I do, and I'll make videos about it too. Try to spread the information to as many people as I can, because, you know, this has to go worldwide. And I mean, our actions have to be local, but our thoughts have to be global. And this is more than just global, really. This has to cross to future generations. If we're going to have future generations, we really have to think about this. And but, you know, like I said, the problem isn't the peace. The problem was our lack of endurance, our lack of determination, our lack of the ability to say, you know, this is more than just about me. You know, too many people I got mine. So get yours. You know, no, I got mine. Now I'm gonna help you get yours. Hand ups. Gotta get, you know. Some people need handouts, people with disabilities and things like that, but, you know, I'm not advocating giving handouts to, you know, to everybody, because I understand that nobody can afford to feed the whole world, but we can afford to do more than we're doing now. We can afford to help those who truly can't provide for themselves, and we can afford to help those who can, but aren't, develop the psychological and emotional stability and the life skills to put themselves in a position where they can do it, where they will do it. Because a lot of it just has to do with depression, with lack of training, with lack of hope. We need to create a society where, you know, too many people work their whole lives and got nothing to show for it. We got to create a society where you work your whole life, you will have something to show for it. People lack hope. You know. I'm rambling. I'm running too long. So what am I prepared to do? I'm prepared to do everything I just said. I'm prepared to stick this out for the long haul. I'm prepared to do this for the rest of my life if need be. I am prepared to perform the personal sacrifices of maybe spending a little extra money to make sure I am buying something that is not produced by slave labor. I am prepared to do the research so that I can adequately and accurately determine the impact my actions have on my fellow human beings and on the planet as a whole. That's what I'm prepared to do. And I can't speak for anybody else, but hopefully y'all are too. Alright, thank you for watching me, and man, I hope you got something going down in your town tomorrow on Saturday the 8th, or Saturday the 15th, or whenever, and the closest one you can get to, please get there. We must let our presence be felt and our voices be heard. Got to. Alright, peace.